AI is absolutely everywhere these days. Elon Musk has spent untold billions developing his AI engine, which he calls Grok. He claims that Grok is the smartest AI on the planet and provides statistics to back up that claim. He says that Grok can answer questions at a postgraduate PhD level. I thought it'd be interesting to ask Grok what it thinks about immigration. Grok, what can you tell me about immigrants and the impact of crime?
Research shows immigrants, including undocumented ones, commit violent crimes at lower rates than US-born citizens, about half the rate for homicides. Drug-related crimes also follow this trend, with immigrants less likely to be involved. Data from 2025 shows only 649 drug convictions among undocumented immigrants, compared to higher native-born rates.
Are cities with high immigrant populations less safe than the average American city?
Studies show immigrants contribute to economic vitality, which can stabilize neighborhoods and reduce crime. No clear link exists between high immigration and decreased safety.
Texas is a very large state right on the southern border. What can you tell me about studies from Texas as they talk about immigrants and the impact on crime?
Studies in Texas show undocumented immigrants have lower crime rates than native-born citizens. A 2020 study found they're arrested at half the rate for violent crimes and a quarter for property crimes. Drug-related arrests are also lower, with only about 7% of homicide arrests involving undocumented immigrants, despite them being 6 to 7% of the population.
And how about immigrants and the impact on social programs like welfare and Medicare?
Immigrants, especially undocumented ones, use welfare and native-born citizens due to strict eligibility rules. They contribute billions in taxes, $96.7 billion in 2022, often without accessing benefits, creating a net surplus for programs like Medicare.
Would it be accurate to say that immigrants subsidize social programs like welfare and Medicare for the average American?
Yes, you could say that. Immigrants, especially undocumented ones, pay about $96.7 billion annually in taxes, including into Social Security and Medicare, but often can't access these benefits due to eligibility restrictions, effectively subsidizing programs for native-born Americans.
And how about the impact of immigrants on jobs?
Immigrants hold about 19% of U.S. jobs, roughly 31 million workers in 2023. They fill critical gaps in industries like construction, healthcare, and agriculture, boosting economic growth without significantly lowering native-born wages.
Is there any correlation between immigrants coming into the country and the unemployment rate?
No strong correlation exists between immigration and unemployment rates in the U.S. Studies show immigrants often take jobs natives don't want, like in agriculture or construction, and their economic activity creates jobs, keeping unemployment effects minimal.
Overall, how would you summarize the impact of immigrants coming into the United States?
The overall impact of immigration in the U.S. is generally positive. Immigrants boost the economy by filling labor gaps, contributing $2.2 trillion annually to GDP and paying $96.7 billion in taxes, often without accessing benefits. Crime rates are lower among immigrants, and they enhance cultural diversity, though challenges like integration and localized resource strain can arise.
So there you have it, Grok's thoughts on immigrants and the impact they have on our life here in the United States. As you heard, Grok thinks that overall that impact is very positive. Remember, Grok is an AI tool, and as such, it has access to a vast amount of information. The responses you heard today were Grok summarizing that information for us. I would encourage you, though, to take this opportunity and do your own research. What is the impact that immigrants are having on crime, social programs, and jobs here in the United States? I believe that Grok is correct, but I would encourage you to do your own research. Thank you.